Good morning and welcome to my Game Week 5 deadline stream. How's everyone doing this good morning? Jay, good morning. Good to see you. Yes, good morning. Good to see you, bro. How's things? You look ready for this game week? Any chips being used? Let me just sort this out as well. I always forget to add this on. I have to add on. Yes, good morning. Good morning, bro. Honestly, yeah, I gotta say, the competition for Predictions League, which of course we're going to talk about later on. Loads to discuss today. Loads to discuss. This is actually these next 3 game weeks are pivotal game weeks. You know that. Yo, good morning. What's happening, Jamie? Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're ready for this game week. You should be happy with me. Look, there's no Palmer on our team. As soon as I take him out, I listen to you. Look what happens. The guy can't stop scoring, and now everyone wants to buy him. Pain, absolute pain. Look at that. Good morning, bro. Good to see you, Tom. How you doing, my friend? I'm glad last week it went well for you. It was looking ropey at one stage when Salah got that goal, and then you still had to watch Haaland. But then, yeah, it delivered for you, mate. It's good to see. Bring on Man City. Ooh, this game week, honestly, the matchups. I can see big swings this week, you know. And the reason I say this, there's not much in between the fixtures. We're going to look at that in a minute as well, discuss the matchups. Liverpool being the first game week, which sometimes isn't ideal, especially if you're like me, looking to captain Mr. Mohamed Salah. Look at Mohamed Salah. He's currently got the captaincy. Not sure what you guys are doing. McDonald, good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is well. I hope you're well, mate. And I've noticed you're pretty good at the predictions league. I've got to say, your scores, I'm not sure if this game week's one. When we look at that later on, certain people are starting to make moves. No chips being used and no changes. We roll again. Yeah, I think this game week, it's weird. We're going from extremes. Some are going to roll. Some are actually just going to roll. And some are going to use chips. It's like wild cards. There's loads of wild cards out there. Loads of free hits. I might bench boost. And I'm going to need your assistance in the chat. Because I wanted to look at my bench. Now, I've had this discussion. How did it get on last week, mate? I had a decent game week. Considering, remember, I took a -4. What did I do? I done Gyökeres in for Gui, and I took out Palmer, which you could argue. I waited long enough, and I thought, but he did come on and score. So there's a little bit of like, what's it called? Like hindsight thinking, oh, should I have kept him? But it is what it is. Gyökeres scored. He nearly scored 2 goals, actually. And I don't mind him against Man City this week. He's getting better. He's getting better every game week. You know, a lot of people have been teasing him. As the fitness kicks in, he's starting to get better. So I'm pretty happy about that. Let's see what Jamie's saying. I think Palmer has finally looked good this week. He was clutching. He's got, yeah, I did see that though, you know, of the match. I don't think he's fully healed up as well. I think I'd agree with you. But then Maresca tried to calm it down and say, there's nothing wrong with him. So it's one of those, isn't it? Maresca tried to say there's nothing wrong with him. So I'm not quite sure myself, mate. I'm really not quite sure myself. FPL maniac. I think we're all maniacs in here, mate. We're all FPL maniacs. Start Darlow versus Wolves or Sanchez versus Man United. 30%, 20% on Rob's graphic. But my gut says Wolves score. I'm 90% certain we score. I think, yeah, I think who gets maybe more save points? I think you're right. I think the clean sheets, even though the 20%, is that what the graphic's saying? The Man United fixtures, Man United's got 20%. No, you're saying, who's got the 20%? Chelsea. Where's Chelsea? Man United's 20% clean sheet odds. 32, 20, 22, okay. Versus Darlow, versus Wolves. I think you go for Sanchez, don't you? In the big fixture. But then Man United surely at home. I mean, but that Amron, that probably could be Amron's last game, you know. That's a tough one, you know, Maniac, you know. He probably, maybe, Wolves look, if Strand Larsen's, is he going to start? He makes a big difference as well. He makes a big difference on that one there. That's a tough one to start. I'd probably I'd veer on Sanchez, possibly for save points. I'm so cooked. Matthew, how comes you're cooked? Tell me in the chat. Why are you cooked? Have you wildcarded? Are you using a chip? What is actually going on? What is actually going on? Let me know, mate. I need to know. Why are you cooked while I sip a cup of tea? Good morning for everyone that's still joining in. If you're watching on Twitter, X, make sure you retweet, like, share, all that good stuff. Leave a comment, all that good stuff, man, to get it kind of popping off now. So if we can do that, that would be perfect. Please, guys. Let me just check if it's actually working the stream. Sometimes I don't do my little admins quickly. 2 seconds, guys. I'm just checking something real quick. Yes. Oh, thank you. Some one of you already reposted that. I love that. Big respect. Thank you very much. But Matthew, get in the comments. Let us know, man. We're all in this together. Sales, Cucurella, Van der Ven, Williams, Anderson, Salah. Kudos. I'm not a big fan of, I've changed my mind. I've gone cold. I nearly started the season with him, and I've gone cold. Bruno Fernandes, Cunha, Bowen, Watkins. You're not cooked, bro. Watkins, surely this is the game week. I mean, listen, if Watkins ain't scoring this game week here against Sunderland, the irony is Sunderland's not even rubbish. So the 3 promoted teams this season, we've had to change our calculations because they're not even rubbish, I gotta say. But surely he gets something. Then you've got Bowen. He's always got a chance. Although, yeah, he won't be in your team for long, I don't think. Cunha, is he actually fit? Could probably swap him. You got double Man United. You Man United fan. Bruno Fernandes, Kudos, Salah, Anderson. You're not too bad, bro. You need a little bit of luck to go your way. You're not too bad. You got Sales Cucurella like me, Van der Ven. I'm starting all of them. That's not too bad, bro. I don't think you're too bad. Mateta change versus Wood. What do you mean? So Mateta, change him to Wood. I'm trying to think if you want to change him to Wood. What's the fixture saying? So Mateta Palace has got... Where are Palace? Versus West Ham. And Wood, Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest has got a good fixture, but Burnley showed us last week their defense is solid. Look, they've got 24% clean sheet, and Nottingham Forest is still a lot of... What's the word I'm looking for? Unknowns of what Angie's going to do. Plus... Chris Wood's been coming off a little bit earlier. I mean, you could argue that's a lot of strikers. Even Gyökeres has been coming off as well. I would keep Mateta, personally. I don't think that's worth the change. I think a lot of people will be getting rid of Wood next week. You might get one more week. He's got 2 good game week fixtures. I would keep him, mate. Keep Mateta. Don't change it. Nah, it's not worth the transfer. There's not... I mean, when we look at the attacking statistics of the next couple game weeks, let's have a look. Oh, Chris Wood is rated 3rd on the stats. Is that the reason? Because he's against Burnley. But Mateta's right underneath him. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I wouldn't change. No. That graphic confirms it for me, mate. I would not change. Tez, are you wildcarding next week? There's a possibility, not game week 6. No, I'm going to have 2 transfers, Tez. So possibly the moves next week will be Salah to say Semenyo and Watkins to Haaland. So I can cover the Burnley fixture, captaincy. And then the week after, I could revert. The week after, I might wildcard. I was thinking game week 7 or game week 8. If I don't feel the need to do it, then I'll wait to game week 13. But there is a possibility a wild card game week 7, not next week. Next week, there's a bigger possibility a free hit. You remember I had that potentially? I was thinking about that. I've gone a bit cold on it. I was thinking just to use my 2 transfers. So no, very unlikely to wild card, says. Very unlikely. For anyone with or not going Salah as captain, who are the best options? I'm a Gyökeres, but torn between him and any of Haaland, Gakpo, Semenyo. So I would say, I mean, we're going to talk captaincy in a bit more detail. Normally about 10, 15 or something like that, half an hour before the deadline. But I'm personally thinking you've got a full list. I wouldn't captain Haaland this week against Arsenal. We know Arsenal are just too mean. I wouldn't captain him. So, and if you haven't got Salah, who's a bit of an easy captain, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a successful captain. Gakpo should be okay. It's a decent shout, although the last 2 games have been a bit more quiet. Semenyo's just had a great season, but he's playing Newcastle. But Newcastle just played Champions League Thursday night. Is that going to impact them? Bruno Fernandes, I don't think you can captain. You know what? João Pedro, I think, is your captain choice, possibly. Sounds a bit crazy. Let me know in the chat what you lot think. Let Tom know. What was you thinking, Tom? What's your on Jokeres? I actually, you know what? I fancy Jokeres to score. I said that to you earlier on. I do fancy him to score. So I think that's probably the best shout. Jokeres maybe just ahead of Pedro. What does the data say? Jokeres just ahead of Pedro. Let's have a look. Yeah, Jokeres is second rated. Yeah, you can see why. And then where's Pedro? Oh, Pedro's whoa, it's much further down. Yeah, I think you've got. Yeah, I think you've gone the data route there. As Jade says, please share and like the stream. Please do that. Makes a lot of difference. Really appreciate that. So please do that. Last week I had incredible support. So I'm hoping we can do the same this week here. And I'm hoping, how did everyone get on last week? On the chat, let me know. What's your score last week, guys? How did you all get on? Did you all have a good game week? So I did say, hopefully everyone in the chat has a nice game week. That would be really appreciated. Oh, 2 seconds, guys. What did I see? 2 seconds, guys. Yeah, let me know. How did everyone get on last week? When do you think is a good time to bring Isaac, given in he started on Wednesday? Would you say next week or the week after? Yeah, you know what? I'm probably thinking a couple more weeks. Slot's almost not contradicting himself, but you could argue he's updated. At first, he was like, he's going to be far away from 90 minutes or playing a certain amount of games. And then he was shocked by his fitness against Atletico, which was a decent performance by Liverpool. I know a lot of people were saying Liverpool this season been a bit slow starters, and you're probably right. Liverpool have been a little bit slow starters this season, but that game looked like more like last season. He looks very fit. Isaac, he's not going to start this week. Ekatike will start, but it won't be long. You know, you're probably right. It's probably the week after. It's probably the week after for Liverpool. When you look at their fixture, the upcoming Liverpool's still second. So game week 6, 1.8, 1.6, 2.2. Yeah. I think there's no rush. You could probably attack Liverpool around game week 8. Give Isaac until, is that after international break? Am I right? We've got another horrid international break. So I'm thinking, is it, we probably wait, don't we, with Isaac? I don't think you go early, McDonald's. I know you're probably thinking, let me get stuck in straight away. I'm thinking, why? So true, Jamie. And all the managers are guilty. Arteta does it. You're right. They do lie. Of course they do. They want to confuse the opposition, fans. And yeah, some managers are just real. They just tell you, they put it straight out there straight away. Some managers do actually lie. You're right. You're so true. But yeah. Who has better clean sheet odds, Burnley or Brentford? Let's have a look. So Burnley got 24% clean sheet odds. And then we got Brentford of 22. So Burnley is very tight. I'm surprised. I thought Brentford would have worse odds, like by a big distance. I think Burnley's got better odds, even though not in Forest inferior, better team. And Andrew's an attacking manager now. Burnley showed last week against Liverpool. They showed last week against Liverpool that what they're capable of. They actually already showed that. Leroy, what's going on? Hi, boss. I'm an Arsenal fan. Do I captain João Pedro, Haaland, or Palmer? I personally wouldn't captain Haaland because Arsenal's defense is too strong. Arsenal's defense is too strong. I wouldn't captain him. Just trying to stay 1.1 million. Don't worry, everyone's starting. I'm lower than that. Loads of top bracket managers are lower. I wouldn't worry. In this start of the season, I wouldn't worry about that too much, to be honest. João Pedro, I think the order would be Palmer. You know what? Palmer would be the best captain in that list if we knew his minutes. That's the big worry for you. I'm going to say the order is João Pedro, then Palmer, then Haaland. Strictly because of minutes as well. What do you guys think in the chat? That one's a tight call. But Leroy, you're in a good position. 1.1 million, and you've got these 3 players, and you're an Arsenal fan. You don't want to be cheering Haaland goals against your team. Nah. I know we love FPL, but we don't love it that much. Haaland, and to be honest, if anyone can score against our Arsenal defense, it's probably Haaland, but I fancy Arsenal for a clean sheet. And this is the reason why you could see on the bench, I have Reinders. I don't even fancy him getting more points than Anderson. Hopefully that's not a jinx for you Arsenal fans, because really I'm a Liverpool fan. I should want Arsenal to lose, but I don't mind them beating City, you know. Where am I? Where's the maniac? Well, most like, yeah, I think we could start two. Honestly, I do mean like 2-2 draw or Trevor. Oh, like a score draw. Yeah, possibly. Yeah. Yeah, I'm hearing JSL all of a sudden he was gone, and now all of a sudden he's back fully fit. Was it a fake like international break injury because of the move and transfer window and all that good stuff? I don't know, but yeah, he's probably going to start. You're right. I think a lot of people are considering bench boost. He was like the key to certain people's bench boost, which, by the way, I'm thinking about activating bench boost. Look at my bench and let me know what you think. Sometimes the bench might not look great, but how long do you keep the bench boost for? Keep it subs, keeping waiting and waiting, wait. It's one of those things we feel the comfort of keeping our chips, but you do have to use them, and like there's no point in just keeping them non-stop. We're not going to. You've got to utilize them. I've got Watkins, Woods, Semenyo, and Haaland. Tom, we'll go either Semenyo or Haaland. Ah, interesting. Ted, you're going to go Haaland? Nah, man, you got to go. Woods is probably a better shout than Haaland. Even the data shows that. Watkins is terrifying, man. Grealish captain, home game. Are you mocking it? They're playing Liverpool. Stop that. Stop. No chance. Marcelo, what's going on, bro? Good to see you, man. How am I feeling for this game week? Boy, I've not been, can I be honest with you? I've not really been feeling positive about any of the game weeks so far. Like, it's weird. I'm just about, what's the word? Because as I've had a difficult start to the season, not just forget rank, but more with transfers. I made a couple of mistakes. I've had to redeem them. I've had to take 2 -4s already. It's only game week 5, which means that's hurt my points. Every time I'm predicted points like this is this team here. This is using Scout members area predicted points. I'm predicted to score 53, which is probably might not even be good enough. But last week I was predicted to score 56 or something, and I got 67. I was fuming. If that Reinders 1v1 went in, it would have been a great week. So to answer your question, I'm not feeling that confident. I mean, I might use the bench boost. As I said, look at my bench. I'm really considering it. Look at this. Dubravka. So basically 2 Burnley players, Dubravka and Estev, versus Nottingham Forest at home. 2 ways to look at that. I could keep the bench boost and wait for someone like game week 8, where they have leads. You could argue the clean sheet odds will be a bit superior, as Nottingham Forest are a better team. Or do I just go get it out of the way? Burnley's at home. I might get lucky, and by game week 8, I could get injuries. Plus, Burnley versus Leeds. What's to make Burnley not defending that game? Because they're thinking that's a game that we could actually win. Because in the Premier League, you've got to start picking fixtures, ones that you could win. So against Liverpool, they clearly know that it's too difficult. So they park the biggest bus. Maybe against Leeds, they don't think like that, and it's more toe-to-toe. So I'm not quite sure. Reinders against Arsenal would need luck. I fancy Arsenal for a clean sheet. And then you've got Juve that needs super luck, as West Ham have been hideous. But he's kind of capable of an assist, even in a terrible game week. I mean, what am I thinking? If this bench boost here, if I played it and Burnley kept a clean sheet, it's already a success. If they don't keep a clean sheet, and then it's in the realms of, can someone else get me 1 return? A Jamie Reinders or a Juve Jamie? I don't know. What do you guys think? Or do you just keep it? I mean, how long do I keep this for, man? How long do I keep this for? Bud, always spitting the truth. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. As Bud said, get that in nice and early, please. Yes, bro. Happy weekend. FPO is here. Big ups to you. Yes, big up, my friend, man. Hope you're well. Hopefully you're ready for the green arrow this game week, bro. We're looking all right, It's just whether we go for the bench boost. Morning. Hope you're very well. I'm good. Yes, the trophy family. Yes, bud. Thank you very much. We're all good, Temzi, what's happening? Howdy. I'm good. Thank you very much. How are you, mate? Your scores in the predictions league. We're gonna have to discuss that in more detail later. I've got to say that. We're gonna have to discuss that in more detail later. Funny you say that about Burnley defensively solid. This is a wild shout with a lot of people looking to bring in Haaland and use a triple captain. Could well backfire. Yeah, I know that. I know. That's why I'm not for triple captain. I'm not sure I fancy that fixture either, But then he's going to be very highly owned. And I don't mind shielding myself with a Haaland captaincy. But I agree with you, McDonald. I actually agree with you there. Totally in agreement with you there, mate. I think we might be overselling that one. 2 things have happened. Haaland's had a great start to the season. His XG is ridiculous. Yeah. We saw last week's fixture against Man United, what he done. He could have scored a hat-trick. So it's fresh in our minds. And we're thinking Burnley's just promoted. But if we saw what Burnley done last week, I don't think it's going to be as easy. But then I'll go back again, McDonald. When will you use your triple captain? When will you use your bench boost? When are you just going to keep stacking and hope something arises? I mean, there's a small, tiny chance, guys. I'm not sure if you don't know this, that we get a double game week at 16. That's very, very small. Like I'll let you guys know, of course, as we get closer, but it's very, very small. Yo, what's up? What's going on, bro? Good to see you, my friend. I hope you're well. You ready for this game week here? Transfers are like VAR. Only make them if it's clear enough. Exactly. Exactly that. I'm rolling this week as well. You're rolling as well. It's a very popular week to bench. Sorry, to roll. Let me see what's happening. Phil Wright, bench booster, Bravka, tossing, Grealish. Yours is better than mine, you know. That's better than mine. Phil, I was thinking the same. I'm discussing the same thing right now, mate. Do we bench boost that? Guys, get in the chat and let me know. Would you not bench boost this? I'm curious myself, man. I'm actually curious. The Pravka like me, then you got tossing. That's a decent fixture against United. Yeah. Then you got Grealish against Liverpool, Richards. I mean, Phil, it depends when you want to. Have you checked game week 6? If it looks better for you. Game week 6 doesn't look better for me. Game week 8 probably looks good. But so many things can happen by then. You're keeping a chip where if you're lucky, you get 10 points, you take it. Once in a blue moon, you're going to get super, super lucky. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'd probably say go for it, you know. Unless you've got, I don't know, you're not wildcarding for a long time and you want to hold players. That bench, for example, is too expensive. Grealish on the bench. Richards too good to be on the bench. Tossing. Probably you can bench boost and start reducing money from your bench, if I'm honest. Jeremy did shocking, filled away down to 3 million in pain. That's still not too bad, mate. Don't worry about it. As I said, there's elite FPL managers, 8-9 million. It's so early in the season. One big game week and you fly up. It's that tight. When you look at the points, it's too tight. Too tight. Got 69 points, decent, but Liverpool and Palace let me down a bit. And that's actually quite nice. I got 67 and I took a -4. So mine's a bit deceiving. What's that? 63? Yeah. So actually, that's actually a lovely game week, mate. What are you talking about? Stunting on us. You're stunting on us. Nika. 200 points after 4 game weeks. Bad start, but we keep going. We keep going, mate. Nika, of course. We never stop. And I'll tell you one thing, in FPL, things change real quick. How's your team looking for this week, more importantly? Last week's already gone. How's your team looking for this week? Yo, champ. Good morning, champ. This is last month's predictions, champ. What's happening, Jetta? Good to see you, bro. Hope you're well. How's your team looking for this week? Tez got 81 points. I love the picture, though. Klopp, yes. Free hit, 4 million overall. I need Villa and Forest support. I think we all do, mate. Look at me. Sales, and that's another reason I didn't want to bench boost. It's like I need my Villa. Sorry. I need my Nottingham Forest to go against my bench boost, which is the Burnley. Sort of put me off. I'm like almost wishing against. Or you could argue I could hedge my bench, hedge my bets. Yeah, we need that though, mate. Tez, I need that as well. 4 million rank, you're poised nicely. Trust me. So early, you'll be up in the top 100k very, very soon. Oh, you lot had some big weeks. I managed to get 87 points last week. Haaland captain. I thought Salah captain has pulled it with that jammy penalty against Burnley. Well, fortunate maybe, not jammy, because it was a penalty. But yeah, 87 points is some going, man. We have a game week like that, you just fly up the leagues. Yes, bro, you can't. No problem at all, mate. No, I hear you, bro. That's all good. You get your predictions in. I know life sometimes gets in the way. Who you captaining this week, bud? Life gets in the way at times. So I know that. One question, is Johnson to Xavi Simmons a good pick? You know what? Xavi looks like, I'm not sure how he played last week. He was all right, wasn't he? I'm trying to remember now, actually. 2 seconds. I want to see something. You reminded me. I was looking at him as well, you know. I was looking at him, but I'm not sure if I would go there yet. I'm still trying to figure out this Spurs attack. I'm still trying to figure out this Spurs attack. His statistics, he played, what did he play? He played 70 minutes and his statistics were pretty low. His XA, XG. Me personally, I don't think you need to make that move, but is it because Johnson, what's happened to Johnson's minutes? He only played 10 minutes. Is that what it is? It's a problem. It feels like a bit of a sideways move. I don't know if you want to wait one more week on that move. I'm really not sure, you know. I'm not. If you're confident on Xavi, he's definitely going to start playing a minute soon. They bought him in as their big summer signing. That guy could have went to most teams. Good player. But Johnson's minutes look numbered. So probably, yeah, probably is. Make that move. If you want Xavi, unless there's no one else. Unless if you've already got Semenyo, for example. I'd get Semenyo over Xavi, though. 79 points from me after wildcard up to 1.2. Look at that. Just bam, just like that. But burn 3 of my chips. Just, oh yeah, you've used. That's not too bad, I think. That's not too bad. That's not too bad, actually, Tom. When are you thinking, Tom, to triple captain, by the way? When are you thinking? Are you thinking game week 6 or not for the Burnley? We just discussed that a minute ago. What are you thinking, Tom? Because that's an important one. I think the other chips, I wouldn't worry. You've set your team up for triple captain. Free hit. When did you? I can't remember when you used. Oh, you used free hit early. Yeah, game week 2, I think. And the wild card, you've set your team up. That's not too bad. 1.2 million. You're in a good place, bro. I'll take that as, you know, they say glass half full, mate. I'm going Pedro, Chelsea forward. Yeah, captain. There you go. He's answered the question. Can see this being a low-scoring weekend. Well, you know what? That's one of the things I think me and Praz discussed, I should say, on Scout, on Final Thoughts. This game week is predicted to be very, very tight. When you look at this, this is Rob T's stats from Solio Analytics. When you look at this here, there's not many like big games. But we know the Premier League doesn't work like that. This could be the week where we get shocking games. Because what I tend to find, when there's teams that think that they can beat each other, that's when we get scores. So, for example, Wolves versus Leeds. You could argue they're both going to be in relegation battles. And the predictions in that game is 1.16, 1 goal each, potentially. I think there'll be more goals there because both teams have to identify fixtures and go, we can actually win this. Because you look at the top 6 or the top 8, they're not winning those games. They can try whatever they want. They're the games where they try to park a bus and counter and hope they get a corner or a set piece. Where in this game, it's predicted, the data's got this as low because of form and how poor they've been. That is the game where we might get 2 or 3 goals. So that's what I'm saying to you. You never know with these fixtures. Crystal Palace, West Ham. West Ham have been shocking. They don't look good. They could even be relegation battle. But Crystal Palace, albeit a very good team, West Ham might think, you know what? Nah, we can get something here. Brighton versus Tottenham. The matchup is equal, but it might work in the favor. Like I said, you might get the feeling where one of them thinks, no, we can win this. And then there's goals. So you never know. But yeah, agreed. The matchups don't look great. The matchups don't look great. Yo, what's going on, Khan? Start Murillo with Esteve or Reinders first on the bench, or start Eva instead of Murillo? I think Murillo, I'm not sure the last update we got, but he's in a situation where he either plays or doesn't play. So I'll probably start him against Burnley, knowing that your first sub will come on. And if I had to pick between Esteve and Reinders, I'd pick Reinders. But it sounds like it has to be a defender, doesn't it? Because otherwise you'd play Reinders, even though it's against Arsenal. He's just so advanced. I saw in Champions League, he was even taking free kicks. Just put the probability of a bit of luck in your hands, where Esteve, you're realistically relying on a clean sheet. The odds are against it, and you're relying on a what's the word? A DEFCON or something. So it's up. I would maybe start Murillo, unless it's fully confirmed, or he brings him on for 5 minutes. That would hurt. But it's quite rare with substitutes. Jay's been taking gambles all season with captaincy. At the moment, I'm leaning towards Pedro. Fair play. There you go again, Pedro. Let's hope so. Cat champ. Hopefully we get some good football in the Premier this weekend. Last weekend was a tough watch. I think some of the games were, you're right. And the matchups this weekend don't seem that great, but hopefully, like I explained, we get some good games. I really hope so as well, mate. I really, really hope so. Look what Nova just said. Look, 20 people watching here. Please, everyone, like and subscribe just for a quick second. Exactly. Come on, man. Let's make that happen. Loads more watching on X. Loads more. Jump on YouTube and watch with us and subscribe, or at least like and retweet it on X. That makes a big difference as well. Let's do that. Oh, look at this. Love this. Like, share, and hype. Yes, Shugsy, good to see you, bro. What's going on? Good morning, bro. All Gakpo gets 60. Feels my best captain choice. I think he gets 60, yeah. I think you need him in a game like this. I think he'll play maybe even more minutes. The small danger was Rio's not going to be a danger for him in a derby match. Rio might get last 5 or 10 minutes if the game's quite tight or we're winning by 3 or 4, which is unlikely. Wirtz, I don't think is the game for him, a derby like this. So because the reason I mentioned him, Wirtz played on the left on the weekend, which was not on the weekend, Atletico, which was interesting. I did see that potentially start to happen at the start of the season, but I thought it wasn't. But now I think Slot's thinking Ekatike is like 100% through the middle, which means Wirtz sometimes will need a position somewhere else because Soboslai will play there, which means Wirtz on the left. But to answer your question, I think he gets more because Gakpo's got the power. Even though the last 2 games, he was a bit quiet, but Gakpo's got the power and presence, and Everton's a physical team. I think you see Gakpo for 70 minutes, 75. So he's probably your best captain shout for real. Arsenal clean sheet. Haaland gonna bang hat-trick. Banjo, come on. Can the chat tell Banjo that he's it's not happening? Come on. I know Man City are good. I know, but Arsenal, do you remember what Arsenal done to Man City last season? I know this is a different city. I know. Can someone tell Banjo that it's not happening? He's laughing. He's laughing at us, what I just said. Good morning, Heather. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Thoughts on my plan? Wildcard game week 36. Oh, wildcard game week 6, yeah. Bench boost, what, 7? Bench boost game week 7. Triple captain game week 13. Holland. I like it, yeah. I think I prefer that fixture better than Burnley, the Leeds one. I prefer that as a triple captaincy, me personally, but I know why the Burnley one's going to be very popular. I like the strategy, bro. I really, really like the strategy. I like that strategy. My strategy is to go backwards, to go forward. So another hit on its way. You know what, Shugsy? I've done the same thing this season. I've done the exact same thing, Shugs. I took a hit in game week, was it 2? I took a game week, last week I took a hit. Sometimes you've got to do it. I've learned. Sometimes you can wait and try to save transfers to fix your team. By then, the landscape's changed. You're too far behind. Sometimes you've got to take a hit and hope one of the players you brought in can redeem, like calm the hit down for you, if that makes sense. Score, get a goal, and it pays for the hit. But I agree with you. You got to go backwards at times. 100%. That's a good way to put it. Any injury news? So who do we know is already? Murillo's a potential injury. Who else do we know? Claire's normally on here, but I think she's working today. She normally hooks me up with injury information. 8 Nori's injured. Aina, we know, is out injured. Who else is there? I'm trying to think right now. Palmer's a potential doubt. I'm not going to put no scaremongering, but we saw him holding his groin at the end of the game. Wan-Bissaka's out. Marmouche is out. Sar's still out. Cherky, I think that's all I know at the moment. I'll try and get a bit more. I'll try and get a bit more information, but that's all I know at the moment, if I'm honest with you. Mo, we need to talk chip strategy. I thought I had one, but I'm reluctant to activate them. Let me know what you was thinking, yes, because it is actually that time of the season now that you do need to think about your chips. Now, normally I will say this. A lot of managers, and I'm being one of them, we stack them because they're a comfort. It's like in the back of your mind, you're like, at least I've got this. I can, but I've done that many times and I've wasted the chips. So it's a value. This season's the first time ever we've got 4 chips before game week 18 and then 4 chips after. The ones after are going to be even more important. That's where there's much more strategy because you're using them for double game weeks. So I think you've got to be a bit more calculated. In a single game week, the probability drops completely, which makes the chips more fun. That's why I think official FPL brought them in. Now you're in a position where you can actually go, you know what? I fancy using my triple captain this week. It's as simple as that. And I'd go as far as to say you don't need to overthink it. I think triple captain, one of your big premium hitters that plays 90 minutes, takes penalties, and in an attacking fixture, activate it. End of. Don't, whenever you're ready to do it. The free hit, that one's probably a bit more strategic because you want to use that where you can either a game week where there's a lot of good fixtures for players you don't own. So it's going to be very popular in game week 6 next week because Man City have Burnley. Look at my team. I have no Man City players. Oh, I've got Reinders. But just say I wanted Haaland and I wanted, say, Aiden or he was fit or something else. I could free hit, get them in. And I don't want to carry those players after that. So that can be used a bit more strategic. Wildcard, me personally, I think wildcard comes perfect this season for game week 7, where you attack Arsenal and go triple Arsenal straight away. And fix the rest of the team, fix all like Suggs he was talking about, all the little bits here and there, correct them now, correct your bench for a bench boost if you want. Yeah, so bear that in mind, the bench boost can go after the wild card, or so wild card 7 or 13, again, where it's for Arsenal and Man City. No, it's Liverpool and Man City. Am I right? Yeah, Liverpool and Man City. You attack them, triple up on both of them. There's where me personally, where I think it fits in. Bench boost, you could go whenever you've got 4 subs that are actually playing. I think you activate. That's why I'm considering it this game week here. But yeah, I don't think you need to be too concerned too much. You're not going to lose that much ground unless someone gets very, very lucky. A single game week is very difficult. I mean, like a bench boost. What are you expecting from a bench boost? Be realistic in a single game week. You're hoping they all play. So that's 2 points each. What's that? 8 points minimum. You're hoping 1 returns. You're in the realms of 12 to 14 points. If you get 20 points or 15, 16, you are beyond laughing. So it requires a lot of luck. You can try to, the longer you hold the bench boost, the more pressure you put on your team, because that means you're carrying a fully playing bench, where realistically you only need 2. You can make the 3rd spot a dead spot. So it's up to you on the strategy. Yes, let me know what you're thinking. I hope that made actual sense. McDonald, I'm torn between 2 choices, one of which you think might be wild. Salah at home to Man United in game week. It's a bit wild, but you can see why. His record against them is incredible. Salah at home to Sunderland in game. That's a good game week. That's actually a good game week. I like that. I'm thinking there's not even much science behind it, but I think I fancy, a lot of people prefer Haaland for triple captaincy than Salah. I'm fancying Salah more. What I will say with the triple captaincy, the player you pick, make sure the Champions League timing fits in well. It's probably not before a very difficult or a pivotal Champions League fixture. You probably don't want that, because if it's an easy game, it's one of the few rare games where, say, someone like a Haaland or Salah does come off early. Maybe, I don't know, something to think about. That could be overthinking it. But McDonald, that's not too bad, you know. I'm confident about bench boost this game week. Do you reckon we use it this game week? I'm at a loss, you know. I've not activated it yet. I've got to say, I've not activated it. I was thinking to do it, but I've not activated it yet. So yeah, I'm not sure there, you know. Excuse me while I wipe my glasses. I've not activated it, so I'm not sure. Yo, Scott, bro, what's happening? I'm sending my love, mate. I hope you have a... Yes, thank you very much. Enough respect, Scott. Good to see you, mate. I hope you're well, mate. And hopefully a much better game week 5. I hope so. Because if that's the case, I'll have a good game week. Because game week 4 wasn't too bad, to be fair, considering I took a hit. Hope you're well, mate. Hopefully your boys versus Manchester United this weekend. It's probably the tasty fixture of this weekend. You lot might end Amaron's tenor, as they say. What's going on, champ? Let me see what he's saying. Team is looking good. Had a horrible start, but game week 4 went well. 82 points. My game week 4 predictions. That is actually decent. Let me have a look at that. Your 4 prediction. Oh, you're well, probably horrible. We're going to look at that later. So listen, remember, anyone that's watching on X, on YouTube, we play the Predictions League. It's a weekly winner, and then we have a monthly winner, prize monthly winner. Jetta's the champ. So that's the reason he's the reigning champ at the moment last month. We're going to discuss that straight after the deadline, because that part we can do after. But it's a good game. It's very competitive. And wait till you see last week's scores. Wait till you see last week's scores. That's all I'm going to say. Wait till you see last week's scores. Villa players gone. Had enough. Yeah, I think they're the naughty list. Most from last season. Villa has been the biggest disappointment, and probably why I've not had a great start to the season. I've spent, 16 million on 2 players, and they've blanked 4 games in a row. It's disgraceful. Yeah, it's been really, really painful. I'm not sure how much more I can take of that. I don't care what they do this week. More than likely, one of them still has to be in my team next week, unless a wild card. But I did say to you, I'm unlikely to wild card. Which goalkeeper to start? Petrovic versus Newcastle at home, or Dubravka versus Forest? That is a 26%. 20. The data goes against Bournemouth, but then they're playing a superior team. But they've just played Champions League Thursday night. That's a tough one, you know, Tom. Why do you keep coming with these tough calls? Every week you've got... I'm probably going to veer on the side of Petrovic, you know. That is so tight, man. Damn. Only because Bournemouth are such a good team. But then there's going to be goals in that fixture. But it feels weird me saying to you to play Dubravka. Like, it's weird, isn't it? I mean, is it a psychological thing? He's a £4 million goalkeeper. But it's a good fixture. Forest at home. I'm going to say Petrovic, Tom. That's what I'm going to say. But that is literally... You could actually toss a coin there. That is ridiculous. Matthew, good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you've liked and subscribed to the stream. Please do that if you haven't. And Livramento or Bowen for game week 5. What does that mean? Which one? What, you're bringing one of them in for game week 5? Is it just for one game week? You wildcarding after? Bowen's got Crystal Palace. Livramento. Oh, you just need to start one of them. All right, cool. Everton, the penalty taker in the derby. I'd probably start Ndai. I definitely won't start Livramento. It's between Bowen and Ndai, the attackers. And this is going to sound boring. This is against my team, Liverpool. There could be something there with a derby game. Maybe there's a penalty or something. That's probably... That game's got a record in the Premier League for the most red cards ever. So it's the type of thing that it could happen. I know Liverpool's clean sheet odds are very high, 39%. I think that data is a bit... Considering the way we've defended this season, is a bit polite, a bit kind to us. Bowen. If he had the penalties, but Paquet takes them, doesn't he? I would say Bowen. So my order would be, I'd probably go, because they're so tight. If there was no penalties, I'd say Bowen, Ndai, Livramento. But because of the penalties, let's have a look at something. Let's have a look at this data here. Most points for game week 5. None of these players are on there. Bowen's not even in the first page. Wow. Bowen's not even in the first page, Semenyo. So to be honest, it tells you it's not that tight. I'm going to say, Matthew, go Bowen. 90 minutes against Crystal Palace. Got decent odds for getting a goal, surely. Unless you fancy a red card or a penalty in the Liverpool early kickoff. It's tight. It's between those two. Definitely not Livramento, though. Anthony from Burnley as captain, looking for differentials. Juan, you're going very differential. Anthony from Burnley as captain versus Nottingham Forest. I mean, who else you got in your team, Juan? I mean, that is a super differential. My goodness. Like Anthony from Burnley, that is, when it comes to differentials, bro, that is outrageous. Let's have a look. Anthony, what's his... He's 1.4% owned. You would not get a better differential than that. I'm going to be real with you. You will not get a better differential than that. Let me know who you do go with, Juan. I'm actually intrigued. Look what Tom said. Let's get this video. It's not asking for a lot in it. We're watching the stream anyway. Please do that. It makes a big difference. So as Scott just said, please like the stream. It's pretty straight. It's pretty easy. Look, there's only like, what, small amount of likes on there. Let's quickly do that. And everyone watching on X, do me a favor. Jump on YouTube and like the stream as well. Retweet the tweet as well on YouTube. I mean, on X or Twitter, whatever they call it these days. Let's do that. Let's make it happen. Thank you very much, Scott. Love that. Thoughts on rotation at Chelsea, Cucurella's minutes going forward. You know what, Eva, we discussed this as well on Final Thoughts. And Praz was right last week. He said it last week and it happened. And this is a problem for all the big squads in the Premier League. They've got amazing squads. They're going to rotate. You could argue Gyökeres when Havertz is fit. He's been coming off on 60th, 70th minute, or even without Havertz. So let's talk Cucurella. They've got Hato, who played that game, and he was not good. I mean, Scott's on here. He's the Chelsea. If you haven't checked him out, he's got Chelsea channel and whatnot. He knows the knowledge. Yeah, if you follow him on X, he will tell you. So, Scott, you shed some light on what you think on a rotation. Maresca's already made it clear he's going to rotate. He's one of the few managers. It's crazy. He said he's even rotating the goalkeepers. So that should give alarm bells. So there is going to be rotation in the squad. Probably once Palmer's fit, he'll be locked. And someone like João Pedro may be fully locked. After that, it's random. But I think Cucurella, for now, after that performance from Hato, and not just the performance there, he thought he could get away with rotating him. But Cucurella's actually pivotal to this team. When I look at Chelsea, I look at who are the most important players. Palmer and Pedro, very obvious. Caicedo, very obvious. I think after that, it's probably Cucurella. He helps in build up. He helps in pressing. He helps in transition. He's like vital to their attack and to their defensive structure. So resting him was crazy. Is he going to be rested in the next couple of games? I think no. After last week's performance, me personally, I think no. But yeah, that's my take on it. Scott, shed some light on that if you can. Look at this lovely words here. Do this here. Like and subscribe. Come on, man. Let's do this, man. It's straightforward. Good morning, Vagworks. Good to see you, mate. Hopefully your team is locked in and ready to go. I've still not used the chip, and I feel like I'm being silly not to use it or planning to use it until game week 30. You're not being silly at all. I'm sure they're very fast, but I'm still feeling content or content with my... Then you don't need to. There ain't no strategy. I wasn't saying use them for the sake of using them. Not at all. I don't do that. Do not do that just for the sake I'm bored or I just want a bit of fun. No, don't do that. But don't just stack them for the sake of it as well. I've actually wasted a wild card once. I'll never forget. I saved it until it had to go. So I used it the game and I used like 3 transfers. It was a terrible waste. And then I was using -4s a couple of game weeks before. That's shoddy planning by me. Changed my mind. Fizzy water captain. Look. Oh, no. Let me drink some tea for my friend Kieran here. Yo, Kieran, where's the quiz? Where's the quiz? Can everyone in the chat say Kieran's got... He does a quiz show on YouTube. It's excellent concept. Wicked quiz. But he's done me like a kipper. I appeared on the show some time ago and I enjoyed it, but where is it? Nah, man. Kieran, what is going on? We need answers, bro. What is actually happening? We need... Listen, we need answers. King or Reinders first sub? Reinders Heather. Milos, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, mate. I hope you're well. I'm very, very good. Thank you very much. Looking forward to the football. As you can see, I'm fully ready today, ready to go. What do you think of the green kit? I think the Liverpool fans would appreciate it. I think the other fans. What do you lot reckon, guys? I'm fully excited for this game week. So yeah, I'm good, mate. I can't complain, you know. As long as we're healthy, we are good. That's all that matters. Just tuned in. It's all good, bro, man. Good to see you, mate. How are you, more importantly? How are you looking for this game week? How's your team? Who you captaining? What chip strategy you using? Loads to talk about. Torn between 2 choices, one of which I think might be wild. Salah. Oh, sorry, you said this already. Man, game week 100. I should have said. Yeah, triple captain. I had a feeling it was triple captain. Yeah, I like that. Against the... I really like that. Onuski, what's going on, bro? It's time of the week again. We say hello. Yes, brother. How you doing, mate? How's things? How's life treating you, man? You doing good? Love it. Sold Palmer now. He's got... Yeah, I know. I sold him last week as well, man. I sold him last week as well. If you had to rank each chip on most valuable from the best to the worst, what would it be? I think the wild card best, free hit second best, triple captain third, bench boost fourth. That's a wicked question. In the chat, everyone answer this as well. Everyone rank the chips in order, like I done there. That's a nice question because it puts it into perspective what you're dealing with. Some people are breaking their teams. You're taking a -4 for a bench boost where the player you bring in might get 2 points. It's the maths don't add up, like the ratio. So you got to take that into consideration. If you're doing it for like a free hit, well, actually, you can't do that for a free hit, but for other chips, you can do more calculations, more risk. But for that one there, come on, man. But that's a good question. Everyone answer that one in the chat. Come on, man. Let's do this. Yes, let's go. Everyone's joining. All right, let me have a look at this team here. Henderson, Consa, VDV, Senasi, Salah, Gakpo, Fernandez, Kudos, Semenyo. You can see the template in a lot of teams in it. Bench, Dubravka, Murillo, Gui, Esteve, 1 free transfer. Who to buy with wildcard next week? For your wildcard next week, I need 1 game week player. I mean, and this is the worst game week for a 1 game week player because we've just said a minute ago, a lot of the matchups are tight. Where would you really go? That's why I'm going to suggest the most boring thing on earth, and I'd say roll. And don't forget, your transfers stay after your wild card. Keep them, bro. I'm trying to think because where is the juicy potential? Where is it? Even the Liverpool game is predicted 2 goals, but that's a Merseyside derby. It could be a quiet game. And when we talk about predictions league last week, I've got a special someone I'm going to mention who predicted something last week. It's very, very good, I got to say. It's 10:25. It's half an hour. We're going to talk captaincy in a minute. We'll start locking in our teams. Let's bear that in mind. Make sure your teams are locked in if you're playing a chip and stuff. But yeah, mate, I reckon you roll. It's so boring. I know you wait all week. We are playing a game here. That's why when you play FPL, me personally, you got to have another game that you play where you can get the more instant gratification. So something like if you play PlayStation 5 or you play other board games or something, because sometimes you play this game, all the excitement, all the build up, and you do nothing. You roll for like 2-3 weeks. So you don't get that, but don't feel the need to use transfers. This team is good and nothing stands out. Where is the standout player? I say you keep your transfer, mate. It's very boring answer, but it's the sensible one. Jamie always doing something different, but for some strange reason, he still gets it right. So this is ominous for Arsenal fans because I had Haaland potentially blanking here and Jamie's captaining him. Oh, God. It's not looking good for you guys. Yeah, well, there you go, Jetta. Exactly. When Jamie says that one, then it's not. If he scores 4 goals, we are fully cooked. Reposted. Oh, thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much. Love that. You see, some people are reposting the stream on Twitter and stuff. That makes a big difference, you know. It's nothing to you. It's free. It makes a big, big difference. So I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Not convinced of my defense this week, to be honest. Pope, Chalobah, Gehi, sorry, Poro, Salah. It's a nice gamble, you know. But it's against Man City. It's not the best time for it, but team's all right. Defense of Pope, decent fixture. Chalobah against United. Gehi against who's he got? West Ham, isn't it? And then Poro's decent under Thomas Frank. I don't think it's too bad. I wouldn't be concerned. I wouldn't use no transfers there. And I think your bench is good as well. I think you could even bench boost if you wanted to. There's one player missing on that bench though, huh? Meant to have 4, no? Sai. Choose one until a wild card, game week 13. So you're on a wild card 13. Sanchez versus Timber. Sorry, Sanchez and Timber, Raya and Chalobah. Even though I love Timber as a player, he's potentially more prone to rotation now the Champions League here, and they've got so many good defenders. Plus, that Maresca news when he said he's going to rotate the goalkeepers, that was a game changer. Now, Jamie's already said that Maresca's a liar, and there is some truth in that. So Sanchez might end up playing all the games, but it is too risky. He said he's going to start playing the sub goalkeeper in the Premier League. He's going to rotate them. That for me was an instant red flag. Definitely go Raya. Definitely go Raya. I think the Arsenal defense is going to be very, very popular soon, if not already, to be honest. They're the best. Arsenal have played 5 games. They've conceded 1 goal. And the 1 goal was a worldy goal of the season contender from Szoboszlai. Otherwise, that game was 0-0. It tells you what Arsenal have got in that defense. And now they're even better. The depth, I don't think I've ever seen a defense with better depth than that. Like, I've never seen it. Like, now, Saliba is one of the best defenders in the world. No one's mentioned him the last 2 weeks. Like, normally you'd be crying. That's equivalent of Liverpool losing Van Dijk for this game week. We'd be panicking. No one's even mentioned him. They don't even need to rush him back. The young boy they bought from Valencia. What's his name again? His name always leaves my head. I was about to call him Charisma. It's not Charisma anyway, but he looks incredible. He's probably the summer signing. I think he's the transfer window best signing. He's like 13 or 16 million. It's ridiculous. Anyway, their defense is even more improved. If Gabriel doesn't play, they can play. Is it Heinshep? I can't pronounce his name, but he's an elite player as well. Then you've got Martin Skelly-Lewis, who looks one of the best youngsters in the country, doesn't even get a game because that Calafiori is incredible. Then you've got Timber, who's so good, and he's still like, remember, he missed the years of football through injury. And then Ben White. I mean, this is the team. That defense, the point I'm getting at is you can even double or triple. But to answer your question, mate, and I went off on a tangent there. To answer your question, Raya and Chalobah, man. That's the easy move, bro. Imagine bringing in Sanchez and then he stops playing. You will be fuming. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Hello, mate. Good to see you, man. Let's see your team, what you're saying. Hope you're well. Hope you've liked the video and subscribed. Why is the likes on the stream still low, man? Come on, let's make this work, guys, man. Come on, man. Let's hit this up, man. Let's do this, please. It's so simple, man. Let's do it. Come on, please. Look, it's already, we've got half an hour until deadline. Yeah. So we're going to blitz through this last 30 minutes. Do me a favor, please. Like, subscribe, take some time out to do that for me. I'd really appreciate that. I've got membership in my channel as well. If you would like to support the channel, all I do with that is put it into the prizes for our monthly winners in the predictions league. That's all it's for. I'm not looking for it to make me Jeff Bezos. I don't think it's ever going to do that. But let's have a look at the team. Konsa, Spence, Munoz, Van der Ven, Timber, Mbumo, Semenyo, Gibbs, White, Kudos, Reinders, Sesko, Haaland, Ekatike. Who should I start? Oh, wow, that team is stacked. So 1 minute. Who's the bench? So you've got Spence, start Spence, Konsa. So you've got Konsa, Spence, Munoz. So that's the defense. Timber, you have to drop one. It depends who you're playing, in how many defenders you're playing. Your team is so good. Freak. So the attackers, I don't bench attackers personally. So even though Cesc goes against Chelsea, I'll play all three of your attackers. I think it's going to be a midfielder. Timber against City. Maybe bench him because it's City. Even though Arsenal's got the best clean sheet odds. It's like I'm contradicting myself there. 31%, or actually Liverpool have, but Arsenal's clean sheet odds are good. Tottenham, who's Tottenham got? All right, so bench Spence. That's pretty straightforward. Don't play in double Man City Tottenham defense against Brighton. Brighton's one of those random teams. You really don't know what Fabian's going to produce. The predicted 1.61, close to 2 goals maybe, but so bench Spence, play Van der Ven, who somehow has been jamming points this season. He's been incredible. What a performer. Is that all I need to do? Is bench one, isn't it? Who should I start? So I'd start Ekatike, Haaland, Sesko. Reinders ahead of Kudos, bench Kudos. Play Gibbs White, play Semenyo, play Mbumo. And then I'll play, so I need to play 3 defenders, right? I've played 3-4-3, I think. Then you play Van der Ven, Munoz, and Van der Ven and Munoz, definitely. And Konsa. But Aston Villa have been so rubbish. But surely this Sunderland probably score. Clean sheet odds versus Timber, who can actually get a goal. And Man City are fragile defensively. Look, their clean sheet odds are 90%. I'm going to say play Van der Ven, Munoz, and Konsa. That's it. Don't overthink it. Let me know who you do, bro. That's a good question. It's a tough one there. Hi, Mo. Salah captain today. Man, Salah captaincy, bro. Salah, look at my screen right there. There's the best captain. There's the best captain. Yes, guys. I just got there. Sorry, I was just going a bit slow. Of course I do. Of course. Apologies. I got there a bit late. He's working my way. Yeah. I just took a little bit. Of time, bro. I got there in the end. Sorry. You know what? I'm thinking about bench boosting. Look at my bench. I haven't activated it yet. I'm thinking about bench boosting. I'm not quite sure. I'll just start. Right. Reinders. Sorry. And die. Because of the penalties. They're both tight. Arsenal's a superior defense. 2 reasons for that answer. Arsenal's the best defense in the Prem, and Reinders and Die has penalties. Just increase the probability. They're both difficult fixtures. They're both, so don't blame yourself. That's my personal opinion. Tell me what you thought, Doc. United are really clever. Let's be honest. They're complete opposite. They sack Amron and look to bring in Emery, especially. I'm not even sure if Emery's stock is that high at the moment. Me personally, as they've invested in Manchester United, as they've invested in the 3-4-3 system, if they're going to not rip that up, then they should go get Glasner. That's who they should go get, better than Emery. Albeit Emery is a top boy manager. He'll do well there. But Amron is gone. He's finished. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. I eventually got to your question, bro. Hopefully you got it. Hopefully you got it, bro. And I wish you good luck, man. I wish you fully good luck. Hopefully you've liked the stream and subscribe, please. Yeah, come on, man. We haven't even got that going on there. Let's do that. Did you get my predictions? I did get your predictions, bro. We got them. Yes, look, you see, we got them, man. Wade, what's going on? Just woke up. Flight arrived back. Oh, you've got the holiday blues, brother. I saw you had a lovely trip. I saw you tanning it up. You're probably nice and tanned. Back to grey England, yeah? You just open up your window, it says grey. Or winter is here. All ready for game week 5. I think on the chat, to be honest, the majority of us are all ready. My only thing here is, do I bench boost or not? How's your team looking, Wade? Let me know. Yo, what's happening, Manon? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you, man. Hopefully you're a subscriber, like the channel, please. I really appreciate that. Have Cancelo, or these are having their own conversation there. How would you choose João Pedro, Semenyo, or Haaland as captain? I'd probably go João Pedro against that United team. Haaland, of course, is the big heavyweight and penalties, but it's Arsenal defense, and I trust that Arsenal defense. I trust that. So that's my answer, bro. Let me know who you go for. But all three are wicked. But you can make a case for all of them. João Pedro against that Man United team who are hideous. Semenyo, who's having a great season, playing against Newcastle, who played Thursday night in Champions League. They're going to be tired. So you paint the narrative. And Haaland, who's the best striker in the world? Yes, he's playing the best defense, but if anyone can score, it's him. But I'm going to pick João Pedro. No sitting on the fence here. No sitting on the fence. Listen, we've got 20 minutes before the deadline. Make sure your team is fully locked in. Any questions, get them in. Good morning. Hope you're all well. Going 5 at the back today. What? The game's gone. Good morning, Andrew. The game is gone. Andrew, the game's gone. Back 5 in FPL. Put the back 5 in the chat. Let me know, please. Hato didn't look good to me. Cucurella still get rotation, but I think Enzo will look elsewhere. Yeah. Hato didn't look good, Jamie. I agree. That's what I was saying. I watched it. Speaking of champs, freshly, what's happening, bro? This is one of the previous predictions champs as well. Elite predictions manager. Although this game week, what do you reckon, Freshie? Davis family, what's going on, bro, man? I ain't seen you. I feel like I haven't seen you for a little while. Bench 2 of Van der Ven, Juve, Williams, Reinders, KD. So I think that's an easy one. I think Estev, bench him, and bench Juve. I think you play Williams, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think that's correct. Estev and Juve, man. They're on my bench, bro. I can't tell you. I couldn't tell you anything else there. Yeah. Temzi, good morning, brother. What's going on? It's good morning to everyone in the chat. I love that. Everyone's like, Hamad. My team is Sanchez, Tarkovsky, Gabriel, Pedro, Porro, Kudos, Eza, Bumo, Gakpo. I'm seeing Eza popping up like it. Haaland, Bowen, and Meteto. What would you change? If I'm totally honest with you, I wouldn't change anything this week. It's not a good game week to make transfers. There's no standout players. All your players are going to play. I'm trying to look for your team now. Sanchez, unless that crazy manager rotates him this week. But if you've got Dubravka on the bench, minor. Tarkovsky, Gabriel, Pedro. Got Gabriel already. You're ahead of the crew. Kudos, Eza, and Bumo. I'm going to say roll. I'm not sure what the chat thinks. I think your team's actually not bad. And I think you're better off having 2 transfers for next week. You're even ahead. You've got Haaland. You don't have to worry about next week. I think you've got nothing to do this week. Honest truth. Milos, my crazy move this week. Sold Verts before price fell and bought in and die. I don't think it's crazy. I think Verts, to be fair, is being given a fair amount of time. A lot of managers gave him, 4 or 5 game weeks. He's been all right. I've been watching him carefully, being a Liverpool fan. He's played okay, good enough in football terms. But in FPL terms, of course, we look for output, and he's not been delivering. So I think that's a fair move. You can't keep losing value. I like it. Don't remind me, Endai. I sold Endai in game week 2. Let's just say that. Yeah, you're laughing, innit? About the quiz. Yeah, you keep laughing. You keep laughing. Where's the quiz? Where's the quiz? Everyone in the chat, get on him. Get on him. Jump on his channel and his comments and terrorize him. Where's the quiz? We want answers. Virgil, Senesi, Anderson, Munoz. The game's gone. Look what Andrew's doing this game week. Look what he's doing. He's probably right, though, to be fair, with that back 5. Quality back 5. The game is truly gone. Unbelievable. Back 5. Come on, man. Start Reinders and die. I think I answered that, and I'm going to, hopefully I'm consistent. And die. Even though it's a difficult fixture against Liverpool, penalties, and it's a derby, so it could be heated. Although modern day football, you don't get that no more, but it could be. That game's got the record for the most red cards. And Reinders has got a much more difficult fixture in that defense as in Arsenal's defense. So that's my reasoning for that. And even though it's against my team. Going for a wildcard team with no Liverpool players. Thoughts? What's this guy up to? What is he up to? Come on, man. We can't be doing that, bro. Liverpool, I mean, how long are you going to do that for? Liverpool's fixtures, bro. Look, man. I mean, how long can you continue for? Where are we? Liverpool's fixtures. How long can you continue for? Look, Liverpool are still predicted in the next 6 game weeks, we still got the second best attacking potential. So that don't sit well with me, brother. But in FPL on football, one thing I've learned, there's no right or wrong, bro. I'll sit here and giving you my opinion, but you know football. João Pedro will be my captain, 4-3-3, Grealish, Reinders on my bench. That's a strong team. Have you considered bench boosting, Milos? Grealish and Reinders on the bench. I mean, are you going to get a game week where both of them on the bench? Wildcard strongest. Gov is correct, Heather. Chip rank as Zumo. Yeah, exactly that. So I love that. Look, I'm catching up. I'm behind. I better catch up to this chat quickly, actually. Wildcard free. Yeah. I can see people rating them. Man United v Chelsea. Oh, he's excited already. Hello, Tavernier or Reinders this game week? I'd play Reinders. Free kicks. But Arsenal defense. Oh, how's Tavernier's minutes been? I can't remember his minutes. 2 seconds. I need to check that because that's bugging me. I think the minutes could be decisive here. 85. All right, then maybe play Tavernier then. Yeah, because of the fixtures, Arsenal's defense. Maybe do that. Yeah, maybe do that, mate. Maybe do that. Play Tavernier there. Strictly to the minutes. All right, I'm going to try catch up quickly. Excited for predictions. Oh, I bet you are, Temsy. I bet you are. I know why you're excited. I know why. We're not going to... Let's see in this game. I'm going to try catch up to the chat real quick here because it is like nearly deadline time. I don't want to let's talk this graphic here is important this week here. Maybe Jamie had a drink this. That's regarding the Haaland 4 goals. That's funny. That's why I'm catching up. So let me quickly catch up now. Let me see. Long questions. I'm going to try it. Let me see this. Richards, VDV, Poro, Elliot. I love that. The Liverpool connection. You couldn't help yourself. Jokeres, XTK, Watkins, any ideas? I'm going to say the boring move again. I think you roll. I know you like doing moves. You like the excitement. But I say you roll. Nah. Yeah, I say you roll. Look, when you got Reinders and stuff on the bench this week, man, you can't be... Let's keep going. Captain Munoz. Wow. Freshy's taking it this season. He's going extreme. I love that. Richards in defense or Anderson in midfield. Defcon Monster versus Anderson, who might be more attacking because of Ange. And Anderson's had the most final third passes in the league. He's been excellent this season. It's gone under the radar because they've been a bit toothless this season. But Richards has just been a monster, Defcon monster, and against West Ham. Ay. Bro, I'm going to go Anderson. I hope that works out. But of course, you go with what you feel. My opinion, I'm going to go Anderson. I fancy him something in this game here. At the moment, players missing reform part. Many ever leave himself something for Isaac to come eventually, and it should be fine. All right, I get your point. So you'd leave the money ready. I remember you saying about the Isaac move. Let me quickly flick through. Play one out of Juve, Estev, or Reinders. Reinders, play the attacker. Those two defenders, there's not much. There's not much there for you, mate. Play Reinders. Yo, what's good, bro? Roughly, who are you picking on a free hit this game week? I'm not free hitting this game week. Maybe next game week, but are you talking this game week? Who are you picking? Who are the key players? You want to have Salah, possibly maybe Van Dijk. After that, it's not the best week to free hit, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. I'd have Arsenal, one Arsenal defender, maybe Jokeres. It's not great at all. Strand Larson, if he's starting. Yeah, I would not free hit this week. You can tell by my answer. It's not the easiest week, this one, mate. Very equal matchups. It's not the easiest one there. If you are doing it, oh, wow, is this how behind I am? Mascara, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm so behind. I need to keep catching up. Yeah, look at this. Oh, wow. So let me just quickly flick through to make sure I've not missed anything. The squad depth is so good, yet and other teams are trying to kill them. Yeah, other teams are trying to kill. Yeah, Arsenal's team is incredible, man. This season, the closest, Grealish to Semenyo, or do I keep Grealish? He's had a great start to the season, but Semenyo is flying. And who's got the better fixtures. Where are Bournemouth? This is the next 6 game weeks attack. Bournemouth are, say, 10th and Everton are 12th. So it's nothing in it. Is it worth the transfer? If it's a free transfer, I would do Semenyo. I prefer Semenyo personally. I think Bournemouth are a more dynamic, more attacking team. But Everton have been good this season under Moyes. I've got to be fair. And Grealish is a class player when he's on it. So I would do the move. Yeah, I would do the move. You could get Man United logo. Oh my God, we don't want a Man United logo again. Just because you've won that. Should I bench boost with Dubravka, Bruno, Burn, and Caicedo on the bench? Dubravka, Bruno. Is that Bruno Fernandes? Wow. Burn. Yeah, I would, you know. Yeah, I would. 4 players that are all playing and they're decent. And Burn's got a potential. I know it's a difficult fixture against the Bournemouth, Caicedo against United. They're all difficult fixtures, but they're all top quality players. I would use the bench boost personally. Unless you want to carry this expensive subs for more game weeks. I'm not sure if you want to do that, bro. I'm not sure if you want to do that. Let me flick for what would you go for? What would you go for? Nah, I'm not convinced yet. He still needs time to settle in the Prem and the minutes. Although the fixtures, look at Newcastle's fixtures. They're decent for attack, but I don't think I would. No. Is it time to wake up yet? Wake up, bro. Wake up. What are you trying to say, Cole, man? Am I making you sleep here, bro? On a wild card, Matoma, Lacroix, and Ndai and Richards. One for Ndai and Richards, 0.1. On a wild card, Matoma and Lacroix or Ndai and Richards. Ndai and Richards is the better one, but like you just said, 0.1, you're off. That's painful. But that is definitely better. Definitely better. Is there not another way you can make that happen? That's painful. Casper. Matoma, I'm not keen on. Nah, not for me. I'm captaining. Who's calm captaining? I'm wide awake, but I'm captaining the quad this week. Oh my God, you're probably sleeping, bro. The Petrovic or Dubravka. I think we had this before. Play Senesi because he's just destroying defensive contributions. So play him. Play Senesi, yeah. And you can play after that. You can play Dubravka. So is it either or both of them? Yeah, I wouldn't double up. I'd probably because I'd hedge my bets here. Dubravka and Senesi is who I would play there. Raya, 100% Raya. Like on a wild card, oh, sorry, I just answered that. I'm catching up now. Someone else on the chat might be doing the same. I'm catching up right now. Lewis, if I have 2 free transfer, remember what's the minutes, guys? It's we got 10 more minutes before deadline, so I'm going to try and flick through these right now quickly. I've realized I'm taking too long to get to them. If I have 2 free transfers this week and I plan a wild card in this week, I might as well use. No, keep them. They stay, mate. I have 2 free transfers this week and I plan a wild card in this game week coming up. I might as well use a transfer for free because the week after the wild card I have free. Keep your transfers, bro. Lewis, don't use them. If you don't need to, if the transfer is worth it, but as you've seen this game week's matchups, there's not many things appealing. Keep your transfers, let them stack up. So when you use a wild card, you might have 3 or 4 transfers after that, which means you've got a mini wild card ready as well. Don't do moves for the sake of it. Start Senesi. Murillo is not even 100%. Lewis, should I take out Verts and Rogers for Gakpo and Xavi Simons for 1 game punt before? Rogers, I know he's been annoying, but I'd keep him. And Verts, I wouldn't do those moves. No. Personally, Lewis, it's boring. I know. I would keep your transfers. There's not much potential for those there, man. For Gakpo and Xavi Simons, nah. Verts could outscore Gakpo. And Rogers could outscore him. No, not this week, bro. Champ, why are you making so much Man United merch if they're so bad? Oh, man. It's because you Man United fans keep winning the predictions league. You're killing me. You're killing me. Look, you see? You're not killing me, man. As it's in there, mate. I missed the top 5. Let me just flick through to make sure. Is there with De Bruyne goals instead of Raya? It's in there with De Bruyne. I might have missed that. I'm not sure if I'm missing that there. Been grinding more, missed a few lives. Glad to be. That's all good, bro. I know how it is, mate. We got to work, you know. We got to make the money, you know. We got to work, man. What's Jamie saying? Eze's injury record name. Okay, fair. Guys, Van der Ven or Cucurella to start. Start Cucurella, bro. The potential there. Do you think it's a valid bench boost of Dubravka, Estef, Reinders, and Fulham's Anderson? My one worries I have that with Nico. Same as me, Lewis. Just to answer that quickly. That's the reason I haven't activated bench boost yet. Exactly what you said. I've got Sells and Anderson against my 2 Burnley. One part of me was thinking, do I really, like, how do I win there? I just feel like I'm going to lose. Or the optimum one, it would be 0-0. And Anderson gets DEFCON. That's like the optimum, but in FPL, we never get that sort of luck. So I'm in the same sort of thing. Victor Loani did my wild card today. Forwards, João Pedro, Haaland, Mateta. Midfielders, Semenyo, Cole Palmer, Grealish and Dye, Reinders, Cowboy Sensei, Anderson. Good luck, bro, man. That team looks stacked. I was thinking to bench boost, mate. I was thinking to bench boost. I've not activated it yet because of what I just said a minute ago. What do you think? Shall I do it or not? On which page can we see updates related to Liverpool starting lineup? Oh, there's a couple on Twitter. So you're Christian. You're messaging from X. In fact, you reminded me. Let me check team news leaks. Yeah. 2 seconds. You just reminded me. Oh, I'm just catching up. My bro Tom messaged me as well. I'm just trying to see if there's any 2 seconds. One thing I will say, you know, team leaks recently have been dead. There's been Man City ones coming out, but team leaks have been a little bit dead, you know. I'm looking, can't see anything, guys. So, yeah. So let me go back and answer this question. Christian, there's not much out there, but there's a couple of accounts on there that do drop the team news, but there's nothing there yet. Listen, it's 9 minutes before the deadline. Yeah, I'm behind them to the chat. Let me catch up. I think I'm rolling my transfer. Next 2 transfers next week, Haaland out, and also nothing stands out. This exactly. Main dilemma is who to bench, VDV, Burn, and Synergy. Probably Burn, innit? He's not been a DEFCON monster. VDV's been super jammy. Can he continue that form? And Synergy's just been a DEFCON machine, so probably Burn. I'm starting back 4. Romero, Lacroix. Look at these back 4, back 5s. I think Andrew started something here. Let me see. Andrew's probably Tony Pulis, Sam Allardyce in disguise. Current defense is VDV, Lacroix. Burn his bench. Back 4s, man. You see this? You've got too much sun there, Wade. I bet you've got a midfielder you could play. Raya, Dab, Munoz, Cucurella, Dogu, Renato, Porro, Grealish, Bruno, Piquet, Elliott, Gakpo. Not bad at all, mate. You need a little bit of luck. You've got quite a lot of teams facing each other. Cucurella, Dogu facing each other. You got Porro, Bruno facing Chelsea. Yeah, it's not ideal. Elliott's got good potential. If he gets the minutes, I like that pick. Gakpo, decent. Victor, Pedro. I think you're good, mate. I think you're good, and I wish you good luck. I think you're good. Am I that far behind? Oh, my God. No problem, bro, man. No problem. Let me just quickly flick through. Would you sell Watkins to upgrade GUI to bench boost the Pravka deficit? Nah, you can't sell Watkins this week, bro. Even though he's been a nightmare, already bench boosted KB. Oh, okay, cool. 13 points, success. Even with Palmer injured, success. Captain Wood, Haaland, or Pedro. It would have been Wood, you know, but his minutes. Let's look at this graphic here. His minutes is the problem. Not Haaland against Arsenal, Pedro. Maybe Wood. I'll go with the data there. But his minutes, Burnley. João Pedro's minutes better. I think I'm going to answer it. I'm going to say Wood. If I make a sub problem first, it's cheaper around then XTK is that when he is going to start move. Okay, you lot are just not really good. I reckon Mo gets to message. Oh my God, is that how far behind I am? Let me hope everyone gets that red green. Yes. Thank you, Scott Moss. I'm moving quickly now. Liverpool first 11. It's not out yet, but if I had to predict to you, Christian, it's going to be Alisson, Konate, Frimpong, Van Dijk. I think Robertson might get this fixture, you know. It's a tight one between him and Kirkes. Midfield is going to be Gravenberch, Soberslai. I'm not sure McAllister's injury, and Wirtz, Gakpo, Ekitike, Salah. That's the team. Do you think Dango will play? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think he'll get the minutes there, Mitchell. I think if you've got him, play him. I have a question. Calm's decision making when he's gone shopping first. I'm flicking through quickly right now. Am I silly to Captain Watkins? It's not silly at all. Look where Watkins is. Even with his poor form, he's 8th in the goal scoring predictions. Listen, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Make sure your teams are locked in. It's not silly, Lewis. If you want to captain him, do it. Probably, let me just see. Additions, 8-point minute. Mo having poor man's Lee Rogers, Catmore in his team. I know. Mo's Oh, man's leave. I just catapulted his team. Jetta, allow me, man. Allow me. Oh, it's back free. Look what I've done with Venison. Oh, okay. Which one? Okay, all right, cool. Benching, but it burned already. Cool. That makes sense, bro. I think I've caught up 5 minutes, so we're in a good place now. Are you going to bench boost this week? If you are on the same boat as me with multiple assets facing each other. So let's discuss that, Lewis. I'm going to be selfish for the last couple of minutes because I think I've caught up to the chat. Everyone is locked in. I can tell we've caught up. Let me just answer this first because Colm, stop starting trouble. This is not the cartel. But Praz, did he message me? Praz has activated his bench boost now. He's activated his bench boost. While we're here, please do me a favor. Like the stream, guys. Like the stream on YouTube and on Twitter. Retweet it. Leave a comment. Do me a favor. Come on, guys, man. It's nothing for you and it makes a big difference to me. So please, please do that. It makes a big, big difference. And I'd love that, yeah? I really, really would. We're going to start Predictions League straight after this. Remember that, yeah? We're starting Predictions League straight after this. All right? Captain Semenyo. Ooh. What was the thing? So, Lewis, I want to come back to this. That is a big one there. I'm going to be selfish. I need to answer that. Thoughts on Wirtz to Rogers, then Ekitike to Isaac. Not this game week, personally, because Isaac's not starting. That's also Rogers' best mid. If not Rogers for the best mid, you got loads of other midfielders. Don't pick Rogers, but give him this week. Don't make that move this week, bro. I know you're itching. Oh, you've already done that move last week. So if you've already got him, then good luck, bro. This one here now. This one here. This is the one. I'm in the same problem here, bro. Do I do the bench boost? What do you reckon, guys? Shall I bench boost this team? Or do I wait to game week 8? Am I going to make these transfers? Am I really going to worsen my bench? I mean, how expensive is my bench? Let me look at my bench. How expensive is it? I'm not going to change the Pravka. Reinders might not be in the bench, but someone like Anderson or Bruno. Truth. Maybe I'm going to wait, you know. Maybe I get game week 8. Maybe we wait, Lewis. Maybe we wait. And the reason is because of what you just said. Sales and Anderson. We've got our Nottingham Forest versus our Burnley. Now, you could argue if that's a 0-0 and the data says it could be, not many goals predicted. That's a tricky one. I'm thinking at the moment I'm not going to bench boost. You've got 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes, guys, to the deadline. And then we're going to start the predictions league. Yeah? Remember that. This is when the fun starts. Now, I said to you now, let me bring something out 2 seconds. What we got? Spoke about prizes, things like this. You can get your logo, your team, Manchester United, not Manchester. I don't want no more Man United winners. Yeah, but you can get teams. We've got t-shirts, we've got jumpers, we've got hoodies for the prize winner, for the monthly prize winner. Look behind me. Look, t-shirts like this. You can put your team, your FPL score, your rank, whatever you want. We can do whatever now. I've joined up with a printing company, which I'm going to start sharing to produce some wicked prizes for this season. So make sure you get locked in, you're liked, subscribed, and whatnot. Okay? Make sure, I think I've answered everything. Good point, more cheap bench. It can only get better. Yeah, sounds like. Thank you very much. I love that. Delia, good morning. Just in time before the deadline. Hello, all. I'm feeling this game week will be dreadful. You could be right, Delia. You could be right. I haven't seen one team that looks. Yeah, I think you're right, Delia. I think you're right. Good to see you. Just in time. Join just for the predictions part. I don't care about FPO no. Well, you've already, it's game week 5. You've already written off the season. Hello, Delia. Of course, everyone say hello to Delia. Listen, it's 1 more minute. So, best mid for this week. Boy, best mid for this week is going to be what? Gakpo or Wirtz, possibly, if we're looking at predicted points. After that, there is nothing else. Semenyo against Newcastle. Wow, we are reaching. We're really reaching. Rogers, who hasn't scored a goal against Sunderland. That's why this game week is Delia just summed up perfectly. There's nothing there, bro. There is nothing there. So there's no leaks this week. I've not seen any leaks. I've been looking, nothing. No leaks. No Liverpool leaks have come through to me. No leaks. None. Teams have done well this season with the leaks. Yeah, don't bench boost, mate. Hang fire until game, mate. Too many fires, too many risks for you. Thank you very much, McDonald. Right, everyone. Deadline is gone. So you know what that means now, yeah? It's time for us to actually start the weekend competition. You know how this goes. You know how this goes, okay? Now it's the serious stuff now. Now we're going to get into it. Let me see if the game... Is the game locked? All locked now. Everyone's locked in. So I didn't bench boost, guys. Yep, game's locked. We don't care about FPL no more. Now, listen, if you're watching on X, this is a good opportunity for you to jump on Twitter. We're going to play the Predictions League, where you predict this weekend's fixtures, 5 points for the correct score. So if you get like 2-1, and it is 2-1. If you get 3 points, if you get the correct result, you say 2-1, but it's 3-1, but the team you predicted won. So it's 3 points. And 0 for everything else. Very simple. There's a weekly winner, and then a monthly winner goes in for a prize. It's free to play. All you need to do is jump in. You got to be a subscriber. You got to like the video. Get involved. Now is the time to get involved. We're going to look at the last week's scores. Oh, I didn't even do my graphics for the captain, but it's all good. Game week 4 scores. Have a look at this. Oh my goodness. It was a monumental game week. Chris T, who's not even on the chat this week, champ of game week 4, 30 points. Mike, who's already messaged me, Mike this week couldn't jump on. Mike's a regular, my boy. He's not even on this week. He couldn't make it as well. He's got stuff to sort out. 27 points. He redeemed himself. Andrew, even though the game's gone with your team, you've smashed it this game week with the last game week with the predictions. Freshy's always up there. He's relentless. And Tom, he's just getting stronger every week. He destroyed the predictions and he destroyed FPL last week, to be fair to him. After that, Colm, I'm not sure how he got 24 points considering he's always in MNS. Well, that was a disaster. Welcome, bro. Welcome. The good part is you've got chances to redeem it. Look at this. I've fallen off. Listen, it's only one game week. Listen, the comment of the week was Tom, because he said it and I actually gave him some heat. I gave him some beef because I thought, what are you talking about, Tom? It's Liverpool v Burnley. But look what Tom said. He basically predicted everything right last week. FPL team predictions and the comment. He said, Burnley very tight defensively last year, especially at home, will be harder than people think to break them down. And he was right. That's why that's comment of the week. Tom, he was spot on. We laughed at him. Loads of us on the chat, people were predicting 8-0. And then Tom comes out with that beauty. And we were right. We needed a pen, a last-minute pen. Fair play, Tom. Comment of the week, bro. Fair play. Freshy always calls. He's always up there, man. Unlike his team, Man United. Take that. Bow. Had to give you a little dig there. I've just benched Bournemouth and I scored against Brentford. Are you laughing at my team? What did Delia do last week? Where is Delia? Oh, actually 20 points. Tight. Oh, look at 20 points. I'm not mad at... You're not mad at all. Arsenal fans at the top, I see. Unfortunately, yes. I don't think Andrew's an Arsenal fan, though. I don't think Andrew is. I fell worse than Man United. That could be one of the comments of the week there. Let me save that. That's class. Your 8-0 prediction, Anuski, yes. But anyway, this is last week's scores. It's easy to get involved. As long as you get your predictions in. If you can't make the stream, you send them to me earlier, whether it's via X or on the comments on my video. Long as you do it before the first game kicks off, you're fine. That's all that matters. It's as simple as that, and you're a subscriber and whatnot. As long as I'm not doing better than Mo, I am happy. Why? Where are we? Are you doing better than me? Where am I? Oh, God, you are. Well done, Chris T. Chris T's not on. My 6-2 was way off yet. Way off. Yes, bro. Champ for this game week. You deserve that, bro. You smashed everything, man. You literally smashed everything. But I blame drunk winners predictions for my downfall last. Is that what it is? The drink got you. Let me see. Maybe Man United career mode and FIFA. What, to try and redeem it. Anyway, we're going to make a start. So that's how we play it. It's very simple. Everyone's welcome to do it. As I said, there's going to be even better prizes this season. I'm telling you, I've got some wicked ideas. Definitely going to want to be following me on all the socials. And more importantly than that, is subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's get involved. Let's do this here, guys. Yeah. Let's make a start and then we can all start our weekend. So game week 5 predictions as simple as this. Let me see what Andrew's saying first before we start. Man United is my English. Oh, okay, cool. So you're not an Arsenal fan. Yeah, we'll take that. So there's some Man United coverage. So there's 2 Arsenal fans, top 2. Let me just go back. Top 2, Man United, Arsenal. And the second 2 are Man U. And then the Tom is Arsenal. My goodness, Arsenal United domination. Yuck. Right, let's get into it. For those that are not sure how we do it, look at this. As simple as this. McDonald's already started like this. There you go. Get your predictions in. You can use the abbreviations or whatever you want to do. Liverpool 2, Everton 0. Let's see what Scrabble's saying. I'm not sure we should take he's serious because last week's ones were hideous. Absolutely hideous. If you're watching on X, come and get involved, man. Jump in right now. Jamie's a bit of a maverick in predictions, but he's gone for a very calm 2-1. 2-1. Everyone's got Liverpool winning 3-1. 3-1. Yeah, 3-0. Okay. Everyone's Shugsy. Trust Shugsy for always to not sit on the fence. He goes hard. Pause or whatever the youngsters say these days. What's Temsy? Oh, Temsy. Yo. Where were you? 22. You done not bad, bro. Not bad at all. You kind of actually smashed it, considering it's your first game week. So let's get in there. Let's get them in right now. They aren't playing United. Let me get mining. So I like to play as well, you know. 2FC. I'm gonna go. Andrew's gone 2-0. Nice. Everyone. All right, cool. See, everyone's got that in. Jay's gone 2. So listen, everyone, Victor, what's happening? 2. Don't say that. It's going to ruin my weekend before it's even started. Don't say that, bro. So it's as simple as that. As Temsy's put them in. Salah doesn't fear Gandhi. Come on. Come on, Wade. I'd see you're still on the holiday vibes, all nice and tanned. Come on, let's get them in. So the next one is Brighton versus Spurs. I mean, this is such a difficult... I think this is the hardest game week for predictions we've ever had. Let me know what you think. So I'm actually gonna add my predictions. It's easy for me to do it even via the All right, everyone's going. Ooh. Look at this. Look at the differences in these scores. This is how this week is going to be the hardest. Look what one of the champs is saying. Jetta's saying 2-1. Then we've got immediately Jamie's gone 2-1 the opposite way. Look, this week, look what Tom's saying. Look at it. So it tells you something here that no one knows. It's very, let me see what Kieran, where's the quiz? Man, I'm not going to listen to you. Where's the quiz, Kieran? Let me see what Lanesh is saying. He's pretty good as well at predictions. Or is he? Let me see what Delia is saying. Brian, I don't even know. I'm going to go. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, actually. BHA1. My typing there's a bit sus. Look at my typing. Excuse the typing. That's Brighton 1, Tottenham 1. I'm going for a draw. Easy enough. Oh, Burnley versus Nottingham Forest. This is actually a kind of pivotal. Don't love your predictions, Delia. This is kind of a pivotal one for this week because a lot of us have some people are bench boosting the Burnley assets, Nottingham Forest assets, Wood, Anderson, Sales, Milenkovic. There's a lot riding on this. So I'm going to go. I bet you no one predicts this one here. Oh, Wade. Was you all inclusive, Wade? That's the key question, that is, you know. It's a key question because then I can dictate how much drinking was going on. I've gone 1-0 Nottingham Forest. Tom's gone for a garden centre game, innit, Tom? Don't watch this game, yeah? Jamie's gone like me. You're right. The champ is going 1-1. Kieran's gone for a boring game. Temsy's saying too exciting. It's summed up right there. This game week is the hardest game week for predictions. Temsy's gone 2-2, a thriller. Before him, Kieran went 0-0. That's what I'm telling you. This predictions this week is going to separate The true champs. Whoever wins this one here, the true champs. Freshie. Linesh has got one. Look at this. See, this is so unpredictable. Scrabble's gone 1-1. Tommy's changed it up. Oh, so you're going to need a week to recover, bro. Yeah? Probably put on a couple of pounds. You're going to need a little detox, bro. I hope just water for you today. Just water for you today, yeah? Where's the quiz, Kieran? Can everyone put that in the chat after we finish, please? Delia's definitely not watching that game. Shugsy's gone for... There we go again. I told you this game week is the hardest game week. 2-2 to 0-0. No one knows what's going on. Bernie Forrest Andrews gone 1-1. All right, Stav is still catching up. Love that, Stav. Catch up. Welcome to the stream. I hope you subscribed and liking the videos. Listen, it's worth a chance to get yourself a t-shirt, jumper, FPO, all the good stuff, man. Get involved. All right, next one is West Ham versus Crystal Palace. Now, again, this could be anything, but I'm going to go. Let me see what Tom's gone. 2-1. Look at this again. 2-0. Look at the variation. This we've never had a game week like this. Someone's going to score 0 next week, and they're going to have everything wrong. Please don't make it 2-0 more. Get on him, chat. Get on him. Get on Kieran after this. He's taking a mick, man. Ooh. Thamesy's still catching up, but he's saying 3-0. West Ham. Jamie's saying 1-0 tight game there. Delia's gone for a bit more goals. 4 goals in this. All right, we can watch this game. 2-0 West Ham. West Ham, that'll be the end of him. Let me see what Scramble's saying. We could do the opposite of what Scramble says. He says Crystal Palace 3-0. So West Ham should win this game, judging by that logic there. 2-1, 2-0. Wait, did you actually do it, bro? Fair play if you done it. This guy, man, fair play to him. Stav, you've gone for 2-1. All right, cool. 0-0. Don't watch this game. Andrew's saying Crystal Palace. I might score 0. I might as well. Yes, where is the quiz? Exactly. Get on Kieran, man. He's mocking it. He's actually mocking it. Right, next one is Wolves versus Leeds. Let's go in, man. Wolves. Let's get in. Wolves. What's Colm saying? Oh, me and Delhi, I've gone the same, I think. I've gone. Oh, you went 2-1. I went the other way around, actually. 2-1. Listen, there's loads of you watching in X. Do me a favor, retweet it, leave a comment, and actually join in. Join in on the comments on X as well, even though I prefer it on YouTube as well. But join in. Let's get in. Oh, God. Some boring games this weekend. If you're listening to Kieran's predictions, 1-0, 1-0. McDonald's gone 0-0 as well. It's not looking at exciting game week, is it? It's not looking. And then this. Come on, man. How are we gone from 0-0s to 3-3? Shugsy, did you press the wrong buttons? 1-1. Actually, Thamesy's going for goals as well, you know. He's saying 3-1. Wow. So if you got Strand Larsen, you are laughing. If Thamesy gets this right and you're a Strand Larsen owner, you've had a great game week. You're actually laughing. Incredible. Exactly. Look at this. That's my point. That's what I said to you. This game week, we've not had one like this. Right. This is one of the biggest game weeks. This is one of the biggest games of the weekend. Amaron's United versus Maresca's Chelsea. Let's go, boys and girls. I'm saying boys. I'm going to go 1 and I'm going to go 2. I've gone 2-1 Chelsea. Is that my bias? Davis has gone 3-2. Is that his bias? 2-0. Look at the variation. 2-1. Look at the variation in these results. I know Jetta, the champion, is biased. He can't help it. But to be fair, he's winning as well, so he can't be that far wrong. Maybe they do win. Wade's gone 1-1. Fair play. Oh, tight game. McDonald's gone for 1-0. João Pedro winner. I mean, Unuski, Shugsy are the most out there predictions returners. Maybe the Scrabble as well. Out there. Crazy. This comment is valid again, as Delia said. Look at the comment this week. Let me see what the bias. Man United 2. 3-1. Lanesh, 3-1. Andrew's picking properly. Andrew's playing properly. Some of you lot are not playing properly. Andrew is playing properly. That's all I'm going to say to you. Andrew is playing properly. Yeah, simple as that. All right. All right, let's go. So that's the biggest game of the game. Actually, no, Arsenal Man City. Do it. All right, Fulham versus Brentford. I mean, again, where do we go with this? Actually, I'm going to change my result. I've gone 2-1 Brentford. 1. I had 1-1. I changed my mind to a Fulham win now. Oh, Temsy saying, don't watch this match there. Scrabble, Jay's going 2-0. Victor 2-1. Wow. Don't watch this game. Oh, Jamie's still catching up on that. Davis, Fulham 2-1. Yeah, I fancy Fulham, you know. I changed my mind. I fancy Fulham. Yeah, I think there's a bit more agreements here. More Fulham wins. Yeah. Yeah. I think this one here, look. Yep. We finally have one that everyone agrees, which means we're all going to get it wrong. Even the champ saying 2-1. This is the fixture with the most correct results. The most results we've all predicted the same. Fair play. Let me see. I am on the fence so much. I've gone splits. You got very safe, yeah. Fulham 2-0. So everyone's gone. This one, I think everyone's gone. So next one, Bournemouth v Newcastle. I mean, good luck. Let me see this. Everyone, this is a difficult fixture. I'm gonna shock people with this one. I don't think anyone's gone this. I've gone Bournemouth to win 2-1. Wow, maybe I've not shocked people. Jetta, the champ, has gone 3-1. McDonald's gone 2-1 Newcastle. Here we go. The variations start again. 2-1. Look, yeah, and I knew it. So basically, we've had one result, one prediction, which is the Fulham Brentford. We all think, the majority think Brentford's going to win. This one here, look again. Bournemouth. Discomfort's gone 3-2 Bournemouth. Okay, maybe there's a bit more Bournemouths, but I did see Newcastle's. Look at this. Victor's gone 3-1. We have got Newcastle's here. Look, Newcastle. We have got some. So, yeah, it's not too interesting. I should have sold first. Oh, is he not starting? Oh, is the team out? Is the team out? Is the team out? Let's have a quick look. We're just pausing quickly to see the team. Yeah. Wow. No Verts. Wow. Allison, Van Dijk. So I predicted. Oh, actually, no. I predicted Robbo might start. Kirk has started. Bradley starting ahead of Frimpong. So I got that wrong. McAllister's fit. Wow. But this is my favorite midfield. Soboslai, Gravenberch, McAllister. Yeah. Gakpo, Salah. All right. Endai, Grealish, the rest all start. So Everton's unchanged. Ooh. Apologies for anyone that went there. All good. Right, let's go. Where are we? Bournemouth, Newcastle. We've done that now. Only 2 more. Let's quickly flick through these. Sunderland versus Villa. I mean, surely. Yeah, Gakpo starts, Jay. Gakpo starting. Surely do Sunderland. If Aston Villa don't score in this game, I swear, mate, we are rioting. Oh, wow. If Wade's prediction's correct, at least Aston Villa have scored, but that will be a shocking start to the season. If this is correct, McDonald, there'll be riots in Birmingham. Davis, let's hope you're right. I hope you're right. Oh, my God. Look what the champ's gone for. Jetta, do you know that I've got Rodgers and Watkins? Don't do this to me, man. Don't do this to me, bro. Don't do this to me. Come on, man. Davis is gone. I hope Davis is right. That's one of my comments of the week. I'm saving that because I hope Davis is right. That's how desperate I am for Villa points. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Oh my God. Don't you know I have 2 Aston Villa players and you lot are doing this? It's not even funny, man. It's not even funny. You lot are actually killing me. This one I'm selfishly want. Tag me. Have I missed any? Okay, cool, bro. I'll try and do that. No problem at all. I have to look through. Let me see what Scrabble's saying. Are you not doing this to wind me up? Are you not doing this to wind me up? Because I've got double Villa attackers. Are you not doing this to wind me up? Stop this, please, man. You lot are depressing me. You lot are depressing me, man. You're actually depressing me. This is more like it. Stav. Yes, Temsy. Yes. Come on, more of that. Ah, stop it. Get up there, man. Stop this, man. Stop that. I'm not having it. I'm not having this. Oh my God. All right, let me stop depressing myself. Ah, this has cheered me up. We're going to leave it on that one there before we go to the last fixture. Discomfort. I hope you're all right, bro. We need this. Nova, we need this. This is what we need. Do you have comment of the year? We'll have comment of the year. We'll have comment of the week, comment of the season, winner of the season. We got last season's predictions winner. We do all of that. We keep all the results, all the data's there, and we utilize it to pick a couple of comments and winners. But it's going to be hard to beat. I've seen one good comment already. But all right, where are we? So let me put my glasses on for this. I need the super HD. Villa, you lot are scaring me a bit late. MJ, you've missed the deadline. Oh, yes. I missed the question. Where's MJ? Sorry. MJ, as he said, you've missed the deadline, brother. I'm so sorry, man. It's not even point going through it. The deadline's gone. We're doing predictions league. Stick around for next week. We look after we go through your problematic dilemmas. Look at it like this. You've got free transfers. Keep them in attack next week. This game week's not even the best game week. So don't worry about FPL. That's long gone, bro. Deadline done. Right, the last prediction of this game week, and people have already gone for it. Mo, I'm with you, Captain Watkins. Oy. I hope it comes out for you, bro. I really do. Right, let's get into the best fixture of the game week. Arsenal fans, please don't be biased. Just pick it, predict it without being your Arsenal fans. And if there's any Arsenal haters, don't predict them to lose just for the sake of it. Arsenal versus Manchester City. Arteta, the student of Pep versus his master. Mo Jemba Roger. I gotta save that comment as well. That's class. Jemba. 2-2. Wow. High goal scoring. 1-1. No clean sheet so far, I'm seeing. Wow. Dawson. 3-2. You need to catch up on your other results, I think, Dawson. Throw them in after, please. Arsenal 1, Man City. Oi, Zubi goal. Oi. Yeah, Tom, I clocked for the deadline, bench boost and all that. If Emre gets sacked, Nuno would be a great fit for. Yeah, agree. 100%. That's a good. Let me save that comment as well. 100%, Delia. 1-1. The champ's gone 1-1. Arsenal team. No Arsenal bias. Does that result stink of Arsenal bias? 1-1. 2-0. 2-1. Tom's gone 3-1. Is that 1 because you've got Haaland, Tom? Or no, you're being ruthless. That's what you just think. The first City predictions. Is Davis a Tottenham fan by any chance? I don't think he is, but maybe he's playing the game legitly and he's just picking the best. Jamie's gone 2-2. It's ominous for you Arsenal fans. Wow, Lanesh has gone 2-2. Wow. What? Scrabble's gone 3-2, so congratulations, Arsenal, for the win. Kieran is one of the biggest Arsenal fans on earth, so I'm not sure if this is bias or he's thinking, no, this is the results. Please get revenge, Arsenal fans. McDonald's is catching up. I love it. So this is an example. If you've just jumped on a stream or you're watching, you can still enter exactly like this before the first kickoff. In fact, if you do it before the 3 o'clock kickoffs, I just won't be able to include your first game. Because obviously predicting the results after the game's already gone, even I'm good at that. That's not acceptable. Get them in before. So like McDonald's done, you might have been busy. You've had to go do something. Get them in like this. Because I know people have got the weekends and whatnot. Hope you liked my prediction. Boy, your predictions, brother. Did I see it in the ski? Where is it? 1 minute. Where's Inuski's one actually? Where is he? What did he put? He's put something mad, I bet. Where is he? Have I missed it, bro? Inuski, I missed it. I'm scrolling up. Ah, this one. Elliot Brace Watkins. Come on, man. We need this. I need this. You need this. We need this. That is biased when it comes to Liverpool. Let me see. Mo telling Arsenal fans to not be biased when predicting when he always buys. Allow me, man. Allow me. Am I always biased for Liverpool? No, I do pick us to concede goals and stuff. No. Let me see what Scrabble get 40 points or something crazy. Yeah. Like picking one of those words with Z and a U and an L. I used to be decent at Scrabble, you know. We used to play Scrabble a long time ago. I haven't played Scrabble for... Do you remember Boggle? No, I'm definitely taking the realm, this chat into the wrong sphere. No one's ever... Boggle. Who remembers Boggle? Expose yourself in the chats. But anyway, listen. Predictions leagues. Everyone's got the predictions in. Thank you very much. If you're watching, as I said, you can easily win prizes like this. Get your logo, FPL logo. Get your team on there. Don't make me print normal Manchester United logos. Please not. T-shirts like this, if you want to get, look at that. Get your FPL team on there. Can it zoom in? T-shirts like that. Get your FPL logo. You can get some football players. I can get your captain in there. I can get your rank. We can do whatever it is. I've partnered up with a custom clothing brand that prints stuff on all types of merch. That's going to be something this season I'm going to speak about a bit more. For some really exciting prizes and some, even if it's not prizes, if you're interested, I'll point you in the right direction. 1984, a good book. Also, the date of last time I predicted Liverpool tonight. Tom, allow me, man. Well, you can talk, Tom. I don't think you've ever predicted Arsenal, even today against Manchester City. You've predicted 3-1, and I think that's your FPL bias kicked him. You've got Haaland, so you gave him a goal. He's like, let me give him a goal. But then, you can't have a go at me. Yeah, look, you see, don't back Tom. Tom's just. I noticed Tom didn't say I pronounced anyone wrong today. I think he's on a good vibe because he cleaned up, as you could see, last game week there. And his FPL team was really, really good. So listen, guys, we are done and dusted. We are done. Did I miss, Mo? You missed MJ's question for next week. Oh, thank you. All right, cool. MJ, apologies, bro. Appreciate the feedback. MJ, let me see, bro. We do this before we jump off. MJ, didn't miss the deadline for next. Since I didn't miss the deadline. Not sure who to sell to get Haaland, Palmer, KDH from Salah, Gakpo, Pedro, Wood, Mateta. I think for you, it's going to be very... To go Haaland, Salah is very difficult. You have to basically, you'd have to sell, or you can't even keep Wood or Mateta because they're so expensive. So I personally think you sell Salah to keep... If you're going to make up the decision, if you want to go double, if you want to go... A lot of people have. They've gone Haaland and Salah. If you do that, you need cheap midfielders. So your midfielders will be people like KDH, Semenyo, Reinders, and you hope they tick along. You won't be able to get the expensive defenders as well. You won't be able to double up maybe an Arsenal defense. It's very difficult. But if not, get rid of Salah, be ruthless, and gamble on. It's not looking great. I mean, look at this for data here. Liverpool are still predicted second, but gamble Haaland's attack plus the other quality attackers you would keep, players like João Pedro, Gyökeres, outscored a double. Haaland and Salah, if that makes sense. So the short answer is I would say sell Salah. I'm not sure about the double. It impacts your team a lot. I prefer one of them and the double Arsenal defense, maybe Gyökeres up front as well. Look at Arsenal's attack from game week 6, game week 7, 2.3, 1.6, 2, 2.1. You're going to want a piece of that. Look at Arsenal's defense. Look at Arsenal's defense. You can even triple Arsenal defense. It's not ludicrous to say that. It's horrible to watch. Horrible, but look at it. 52% clean sheet odds, 41, 48, 51. You won't get a run like that. So that's the reason, bro. So to answer your question, brother, I hope that helps you get rid of Salah, I think. It's not ideal. I know it sounds ludicrous, but I'm not sure about the double. But if you don't, you're going to have to sell your strikers. You can't keep all of those and keep Haaland and Salah. You can't. You'll have to have budgets. Budget. Hope that's answered your question. And look at this troll family, my boy, Tom. Thank you very much. that's a nice way to end it. I want to say thank you for everyone that's jumped on, liked, and supported the stream. Really appreciate that. Anyone that's jumped on and become a member, really appreciate that as well. Thank you very much. You're more than welcome to join, to be a member of the channel. As I said, that support goes towards the prizes. That's all it does. So make sure you're liking and subscribing, even more importantly. I really appreciate that. If you're watching on X, please retweet, leave a comment. I appreciate all of those things there. So thank you. Big thank you, everyone, for taking time. No problem. Thank you very much. Big thank you to everyone. Wade, put your feet up, bro. There's no sun out there. Put your feet up, watch some football, and relax, brother. Enjoy, bro. Scrabble, let's hope you have a better game week. Let's hope you have a better game week. And good luck. Temsy said that as well. Good luck to everyone. Everyone, pure good vibes. Everyone, good luck to everyone in here. I'm going to leave it on this chat one here. And Jamie as well. Thank you. Good luck to you, beautiful people. That's a nice way to end it. Thank you very much, guys. Listen, enjoy the Liverpool game. Salah, hat-trick. You can have that on me. Have the Salah hat-trick. Take it easy, everyone. Bye-bye. See you next week. And do me a favor. Watch my previous videos. Leave a nice comment on them as well. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you later, everyone.